A gracious good day once again. 'Tis I, Norton the First, by grace of God, Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico, back at you once again with episode 43 of Emperor Norton's fantastic history vlog. Today is May 13, 2020. Well, let's begin, as we always do, with the highlight from San Francisco history. And once again, we'll be reading from John Ralston's wonderful book, This Day in San Francisco. It was on this date in 1960 that protesters against the House Un-American Activities Committee are washed down City Hall stairs. If there's a date the turbulent 1960s began in San Francisco, this is it, writes Ralston. The House Committee on Un-American Activities had arrived in San Francisco to hold hearings. It subpoenaed a collection of Bay Area leftists, including union organizers, teachers, students, and writer-broadcaster William Mandel. Hearings were held in the chamber of the Board of Supervisors in San Francisco City Hall. Admission was restricted. Only individuals carrying a little white card issued by the committee were allowed in. And according to the Chronicle, the committee's chief investigator ordered cards issued only to committee supporters. Around 1:15 p.m., a crowd of several hundred anti-committee demonstrators, kept outside the chamber by a rope barricade, and policemen were told that there was no space. The crowd grew noisy. More police appeared, and Inspector Michael McGuire of the Police Intelligence Unit ordered fire hoses on the second floor of City Hall unrolled. McGuire, according to witnesses, demanded, "You want this? Go ahead," said someone. The fire hoses were turned on. Blasts of water forced the demonstrators back to City Hall's marble staircase. The stairs became as slippery as ice, and demonstrators were washed down the stairs, losing their footing and rolling to the floor below. Well, thank goodness those dark days are over. Or are they? Well, let's get on with the rest of the events from today throughout history. This date in 1637, Cardinal Richelieu of France reputedly created the table knife. I did not know that. 1916, the first observance of Indian Native American Day in the U.S. 1917, the first appearance of the Virgin Mary to free 3 shepherd children in Fatima, Portugal. 1942, the helicopter makes its first cross-country flight. 1958, a motorcade carrying U.S. Vice President Richard Nixon is attacked in Caracas, Venezuela. Several of Nixon's staff are injured. This date in 1965, the Rolling Stones record their song Satisfaction, Can't Get Me No. Also in 1966, the Rolling Stones release Paint It Black in the UK. Keeping up with sounds of the 60s, well, 1970, the Beatles movie Let It Be premieres. 1981, Pope John Paul II is shot and critically wounded by Turkish gunman Mehmet Ali Akka in St. Peter's Square, Vatican City. And in 1991, Apple releases Macintosh System 7, which, if you were Mac users back then, the official computer of the empire, will remember that that was a huge deal. Well, let's get to our births today. 1882, Cubist painter Georges Braque. 1922, B. Arthur. Happy birthday, Mom. 1931, Reverend Jim Jones, who made Kool-Aid popular. 1939, actor Harvey Keitel. 1944, wonderful San Francisco writer Armistead Maupin is born. Happy birthday, Army. Thanks for all the great, great stories. 1947, Pete Overend Watts, a name you might not be familiar with, unless you know the band Mott the Hoople. He was the bassist. 1950, Stevie Wonder, little Stevie Wonder was born. 1961, basketball player Dennis Rodman, and 1964, late-night host Stephen Colbert. Deaths today. 1884, Cyrus McCormick, the inventor of the mechanical reaper. 1961, two-time Academy Award-winning actor and Cary Grant's roommate, Gary Cooper, is born. 1961, that was the day he died, not the day he was born. Sorry about that. Screwed that one up. 1972, Dan Blocker, Hoss on Bonanza. If you've ever seen Bonanza, you may remember an episode with me. It's not incredibly accurate, but it's nonetheless a very good television portrayal of myself. 1985, Selma Diamond, who you may remember from Night Court, but was also a writer on Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows and was the model for Sally in the TV series Dick Van Dyke. 1988, trumpeter Chet Baker fell to his death out of a hotel window by accident at age 59. This date in 2018, we lost Margot Kidder, Lois Lane in the Superman films, and of course in 2019, Doris Day, Que sera, sera. Well, that wraps it up for this edition. We'll be back at you tomorrow with another one. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. If you go outside, wear a mask. Listen to the scientists and doctors. Be kind to each other. We wish you a gracious good day.